Well, I would say good morning. Excuse me, I don't mean to hit the mic if I hit it. But this is, by the time you see this, it'll be evening today. So I'm trying something new. I got a dashboard. Hopefully the camera doesn't fall off while I'm driving. This is more of another test video. I did the sound check video. This is more of a testing the camera on this mount, how the audio sounds with the car, and how the shakiness is with this camera. Now the ZV-1, I put it on active, so I should have a crop image, so my image should be shorter and a little more stable, because this isn't on a gimbal. This is kind of on a I'm not a big fan of this mount. I might have to reconfigure something because it's too bulky. I wanted something that was a little more conspicuous, if you will. It's bad enough. The camera's small, but when you got it on the dashboard, it kind of stands out. So this is kind of a test. I think I got everything for work. Let's hope I got my wallet, got my sunglasses, which I don't need at the moment, and I got my COVID key. So I don't know if you can see that because I actually have the screen flipped around, so I can't really see what I'm doing. So and that might not be a bad thing, to be honest, because that screen can be a distraction at times. So it's maybe better off not to do that. So we're in for a little adventure today on what we're doing. So people are going to look at me like I'm a weirdo. It is 6:50 in the morning. Hopefully I use this video, to be honest. I keep shouting and I shouldn't because I got the mic right there. I know when I did this in the past, I would shout a little bit more to make up for the noise of the car and everything, but I really don't have to do that here. So I should probably not do that. But this is interesting. This camera, when I did it before, it was for the Cantina Cast on our Patreon, and I used the little what do you call it there? Oh, the GoPro. What is it called? The GoPro Sessions, I think it's called. The Session 4 and 3, and I like those little cube cameras. They were great. The audio was always iffy. The 3, I think, worked better than the 4. I never got the 4, but I got 2 of them at home, and they're pretty good to use. The only problem was, from my experience, is it always recorded in like intervals. Like it'd do like a 5-minute recording, kind of break up, and then go back to recording again. Unless I screwed something up in the setting, which is always possible. I'm not a videographer. I'm more of an audio guy, a podcasting guy. I'm not really, you guys know this isn't my cup of tea really, but I'm just diving into this pool. I'm enjoying it so far. It's pretty interesting. I don't even know if people are noticing that I'm doing this. This will be funny. Now, I'm not sure tonight I'll do a video, but I probably will, to be honest. So it's probably going to be a 2-video day, which isn't a bad thing. More practice for me. So what do you think? I'm going to have to look at the video myself, but what do you guys think? If I publish this, which I probably will, I don't really care. I just publish what I publish, all the flaws and all, except for the other video there, that last one. I had completely distracted when I tried to do a coffee chat, so which will happen this weekend. I will be doing a coffee chat. Merge over here. Have to do a coffee chat. I love doing those coffee chats, actually. Hold on, I'm trying to concentrate here. beauties of driving in Rhode Island on Interstate 95. Can be amusing. Be amazed if I'm actually calm during this drive. Although the mornings I'm usually calm. Afternoons, that's when it gets a little aggravating, because in the morning I don't have much traffic. Traffic is one of those things that, if there was something that really gnawed at me, it's traffic. Which sucks, because I actually like driving, which is why I downloaded that audiobook that I mentioned on last night's show. Why We Drive. That's the name of the book. Audiobook, in case you're wondering. Or actually, it's a physical copy too. You can get it if you want. Speaking of that, which do you guys prefer? Do you prefer physical copies or digital? I've said in the past, I'm more digital, but sometimes physical. I like both. I think I was very digital for a while. With my movies, I'm very digital. My music, I'm very digital. That's fine with me. But books, it's one of those things. Like if I find a good book, like I read Classic Philosophy for a Modern Man. It was an audiobook, but I will actually pick up the physical copy, and I like that book so much that I actually picked up the Classic Political Philosophy for Modern Man, the physical book, instead of the audiobook. I don't even think it's on audiobook, to be honest, but I didn't even look. I just went and picked it up, and I'm reading that now when I can. I haven't dove into that since the other day, but I gotta get back into it this weekend. But I do like the Skeletor book. That's obviously not a good book for an audio version, right? So physical copy has its purpose still, right? You can't just... it would work digitally as far as, like, you read it, you can, like a Kindle, where you can read it and see it, but audio-wise, you that wouldn't work. I guess that's what I'm talking about with books. I do love my audiobooks, though. But certain books, I gotta have the physical stuff. And even certain movies, like, the classics, Back to the Future, Star Wars, of course. Movies like that, you gotta actually have the physical copy, I think. Actually, a nice smooth ride so far. Hopefully the audio is working. It was working when I was stopped, but when you can't see things, I kind of worry a little bit. So how is the active shot? I think it's called the active shot. Is it keeping me from looking like I'm bouncing all over the place, or is it just not a difference at all? Is it or am I bouncing everywhere? This guy's going 100 miles an hour. That's one thing with me. Like, I'm in a rush kind of driver. I'm not like an idiot like this guy weaving through traffic. Two of them weaving through traffic racing here. I'm not like that. I just like to get where I gotta go, and I don't like people being in my way. Which is where my frustration comes from. But I've been trying to think, like, ever since I got into wanting the Gladiator. The Gladiator isn't exactly a speed demon or like this, where this Jeep, granted, this Jeep is it's not a Mustang or or a Camaro or anything like that, or a Firebird. Or yes, I love Firebirds. I wish they still made them. It's more. It's still fast because it's more aerodynamic. You throw a Jeep or a Gladiator. It's not exactly the most fastest thing in the world. And with the Gladiator, it seemed even more like a turtle compared to the Wrangler. So I've been thinking, like, my point basically is I need to slow down and relax a little bit more. I don't know why I was always in a rush to like get the hell home or whatever. There's no need to do that. I've kind of got a little better at it, but it's something I'm working on, slowing down. Normally I'm at a nice, comfortable, slow pace at home when I smoke my pipe or have a whiskey, or just in general, I kind of even keel. But when I get in the car, man, I don't know. It's like the racer comes out at me. Even though I'm not big into like speed, that's not my cup of tea, really. I'm more of a utilitarian kind of vehicle kind of guy, right? I'm not, as I said the other day in my video. See right there. Now I could have typically gone fast, but and sped by this guy, but there's no need to. There's really no rush. I'm way early for work because I'm always like that. I'm an early bird. I kind of like to ease into my day. A lot of people don't understand why I leave home, I get in way before I'm supposed to. We start at 8:30. It's now 7 o'clock. But my thing is, it goes back to the old days when I was younger. I'm not a morning person. I am now. I've kind of made myself a morning person. But back in the day, I would have to get in early. Number one, in the old place where our building used to be, downtown Providence, parking was a bit of a hassle. And when I had my first Jeep, I was very protective of it. So I'd get in and get a parking spot where I could keep an eye on it and all that stuff. As I get older, I also like the idea of easing into my day because I was very grumpy in the morning. I don't necessarily want to deal with people in the morning. I still don't like dealing with people so much in the morning. But I get up early enough, like this morning I had my coffee, I chilled out, and I got to enjoy the moment. And so now when I come into work, I'm pretty good. I'm no big deal. But when I was younger and I used to get up, I'd get up, come in, and I'd have to ease into my day. Because back then I was an angry youth, if you will. I wasn't. And of course the bus is going to aggravate me. We're not supposed to stop here, but the bus wants to stop. Unbelievable. See? This is where I get aggravated. We have the right of way here, but the bus apparently doesn't know what to do. Oh my God, jeez Louise! I just had to look because I thought I forgot my mask. God forbid. So yeah, I used to. As you can see, I still get a little aggravated. Those RIPTA buses in Rhode Island, that's what they call them, Rhode Island Department of Transportation. They're like the worst drivers you could possibly get. Let's see if I can do this back up in one shot. I've been a little, not so good lately. I gotta be honest. Yeah, I'm a little off. I'm gonna have to do the adjustment. There we go. Use your mirrors. There we go. Looking good. Like a glove. There we go. Excellent. Well, we made it, guys. So, anyway, do you guys do that too? Do you have to ease into your day? That's kind of what I do. I just kind of like need to ease into my day, relax, unwind a bit, then I can deal with people in their craziness, especially here. It's helped out over the years. I think I could actually, if I was late I'm not one for being late. I'm always early, punctual type of guy. But if I was late, I think I'd be all right. Like now at this point in my age, I'd be like, yeah, all right, I'm late. What are you gonna do? The only sucky problem is I wouldn't get a parking spot. Although, hasn't been too bad thanks to the virus and everything. But in any case, well, that's gonna do it for this video. Hopefully, it was good enough for me to publish. Hopefully, you kind of got something out of it, or at least if you're interested in the ZV-1, the Sony ZV-1, which again I will do a review, and I might make a playlist just so you kind of have practical footage, right? Like so you can see like I use this audio. This is what it sounds like. This is what it looks like when I use it. Like I've been kind of when I do it, like the sound check video. So we'll see. I'm contemplating tomorrow doing the Super 73 review or starting and filming some of that. So we'll see. But anyway, I'm out of here. Hope you guys had a good day, morning, afternoon. I don't know, whenever you get to watch this video. Hopefully you had a good one. And I will catch you on the next video.